Sai Ram students, welcome back. Today we are going to learn history, third chapter, the Harappan civilization, part 1. But before starting, let's take a short recap of the previous lesson of civics, first chapter. Our life in society. In it we have learned why did man feel the need for society, the social nature of man, our development, what is society. Now we are going to learn Harappan civilization. Our first point in it is archaeological excavation first began in 1921 CE at Harappa in the Punjab on the bank of the river Ravi. This means children's archaeological excavation is a method of digging the ground in order to bring to light any ancient remains that lie buried. Now just tell me, what is archaeological excavation? Yes, archaeological excavation is the method of digging the ground in order to bring to light any ancient remains that lie buried. Now next question, tell me, when did archaeological excavation first began? Yes, archaeological excavation first began in 1921 CE at Harappa in the Punjab on bank of river Ravi. Now the next. That is how this civilization came to be known as Harappan civilization. Students, civilization means a society which has its own highly developed culture and way of life. Means this shows that this civilization came to be known as Harappan civilization. Now the next one, it is also known as Indus civilization. Students, now tell me, what is the other name of Harappan civilization? Yes, the other name for the Harappan civilization is Indus civilization. Now the next point. Excavation were also carried out at Mohenjo-daro, a place about 650 kilometers to the south of Harappa in the Indus Valley. Now from about 650 kilometers to the south of Harappa in the Indus Valley, excavation were also carried out at Mohenjo-daro. Students, now tell me, with Harappa, where was excavation carried out? Yes, excavation were also carried out at Mohenjo-daro, a place about 650 kilometers to the south of Harappa in the Indus Valley. Very good. Now the next. There was a striking resemblance between the remains of structures and artifacts found at the two places. Students, this means striking resemblance means similarity between two objects or things. Artifacts means an object that is made by a person. Now this means they found similar objects from two different places. And the next is, similar remains have been found at Dholavira, Lothal, Kalibangan and Daimabad, etc. Now tell me students, in which place remains were found? Yes, Harappan civilization found the remains at Dholavira, Lothal, Kalibangan and Daimabad. Very good. Next point. Generally, the same characteristics are seen in all the places of Harappan civilization. Means, students, the same features are seen in all the places of Harappan civilization. And this include town planning, roads, construction of houses, draining system, then seals, pots and toys and burial customs. Now students, Burial customs means the ceremony when a dead body is put into the ground or buried, you can say. Students, now just tell me, what are the characteristics seen in all the places of Harappan civilization? Yes? What will be the answer? Yes, right. The characteristics seen in all the places of Harappan civilizations are including town planning, road, construction of houses, drainage system, seals, pots and burial customs. Very good. And now let's see their housing and town planning. Housing and town planning. The houses and other structures in Harappan civilization were mainly built with baked bricks. Students, this means they used baked bricks for the construction. Now tell me, how were the houses and other structures in Harappan civilization mainly built? Yes, the houses and other structures in the Harappan civilization were mainly built with baked bricks. Very good. The next. In some places, unbaked bricks and stones were also used for construction. Now tell me, what were used for construction in some places? Yes, unbaked bricks and stones were also used for construction in some places in Harappan civilization. Next, the houses had rooms built around a central courtyard, and the houses had wells, bathrooms and toilets. Students, which facilities does the houses in Harappan civilization had? Yes, the Harappan civilization had the facilities like the houses had rooms built around a central courtyard. The houses had wells, bathrooms and toilets. Next is, there was an excellent drainage system in which baked earthen conduit were used. Now students, conduit means a pipe, channels or tubes through which liquid gas or electrical wires can pass. So there was an excellent drainage system in which baked earthen conduit were used. Next is, the streets had covered drains built with bricks. This shows great concern regarding public health. Now, students, this means the drains was covered, they were built with bricks, and student, this shows how they were concerned regarding the public health. So the streets had covered drain built with bricks. This shows great concern regarding public health. Now the next one. The streets were broad and laid out in a grid pattern. Students, grid pattern means the streets intersect at right angles and form a pattern of squares when viewed from above. So you understand, the streets were broad and laid out in a grid pattern. Next point. Houses were built in the rectangular blocks created by them. How were houses built? Yes, houses were built in the rectangular blocks created by them. So now tell me, what is a grid pattern? Can you tell me what is a grid pattern? Yes? Yes students, grid pattern means the streets intersect at the right angles and form a pattern of squares when viewed from the above. It's known as grid pattern. Next point. The towns were divided into two or more sections and each section had separate fortification. Now what is fortification? Yes, fortification means walls were built especially in those days to protect a place against attack. So that is known as fortification. Walls were built especially in those days to protect a place against attack is known as fortification. The towns were divided into how many? Two or more sections and each section had separate fortification. So how were the towns divided? Yes, towns were divided into two or more sections and each section had separate fortification. Very good. Now the next. This is a picture of Harappan civilization well. Yes, students, you can see in this picture how beautifully the well is designed and constructed with baked bricks. And now the next we are going to see is seals and pots. The seals of the Harappan civilization were mainly square shaped and made from a stone called steatite. What is steatite? Steatite is a stone. Now tell me students, how were the seals of Harappan civilization made? Yes, the seals of Harappan civilization were mainly square shaped and made from a stone called steatite. Very good. Next, these seals bear pictures of animals. They include pictures of real animals like bulls, buffaloes, oxen, elephants, rhinos, tigers, etc. and also of imaginary ones like the unicorn. Now the next, human figures are also seen. These seals were used as stamps. Now just tell me students, which figures have been engraved on the Harappan seals? Yes, I repeat the question. Which figures have been engraved on the Harappan seals? Yes, yes, the seals were pictures of animals like real animals like bulls, buffalo, oxen, then elephants, rhinos, tigers, etc. And also the imaginary one like unicorn. Yes, students. Now just tell me what were the seals used for? Yes, the seals were used as stamps. Yes, the seals were used as stamps. Very good. Students, this is the pictures of seals. You can see the animal figures engraved on it. Yes, is it clear? Okay, the next. Now, pots. Earthen pots of various types and shapes have been found at the excavation sites of Harappan civilization. Now tell me, what have been found at the excavation site of Harappan civilization? Yes, earthen pots of various types. Various means different types and shapes have been found at the excavation sites of Harappan civilization. Next, there are red terracotta pots with patterns and designs in black color. Now what is this terracotta? Yes, terracotta means red ceramic pots. There were red ceramic pots with patterns and design in black color. The patterns include fish scales, interlocking, circles, then people, leaves, etc. Students, now tell me what patterns are seen on the Harappan pots? Yes, the patterns and designs in black color, and they included fish scales, interlocking, circles and people, leaves. Now the next one. The Harappan people buried their dead. They used to bury earthen pots with the bodies. Means, students, after the death, the person they used to bury them, and with the dead bodies they used to bury earthen pots. Now just tell me, what was Harappan's people's burial customs? Yes, I repeat the question. What was Harappan people's burial customs? Yes, the Harappan's people buried their dead. They used to bury earthen pots with the bodies. Students, this is the picture of terracotta pots with patterns and designs in black color. Students, you can see over the pots with the black color designs are made. Is it clear? Now we'll see what we have learned today. Harappan civilization, housing and town planning, seals and pots. And now we are going to do a small activity. Fill in the blanks. First fill in the blank. Dash excavation first began in 1921 CE at Harappa in the Punjab on the banks of the river Ravi. Second fill in the blank. The houses and other structures in Dash civilization were mainly built with baked bricks. Now the answer for the first one is archaeological. Second, Harappan civilization. Yes, now the third. The streets had covered drains but with the dash. And the fourth one is, the seals of the Harappan civilization were mainly square shaped and made from a stone called a dash. Yes, come on, guess the answer for the third one. Yes, and the answer is for the third one is bricks. Very good. Now the fourth one. Yes, steatite. Very good. Students, that is all for today. Sai Ram. Thank you.